It seems like only yesterday we had an interim final rule significantly restricting non domiciled CDL holders. That is, people who don't live in this country but are allowed to drive on our highways. The FMCSA put out this interim rule, and it would likely affect over 200,000 non domiciled CDL holders, with the goal eventually of having less than 6,000 of these non domiciled CDL holders in the United States. Now, the FMCSA said there's a big reason we have to go this route. We're not going to simply propose a rule, listen to comments, and then create a final rule. We're going to make an interim final rule, allow comments for sure, but we're getting this process going now. This is an emergency now. And we now have a stay at the DC Circuit Court as of yesterday. This interim final rule is on pause as they go through and look at whether or not this interim rule can stand. Now, we don't necessarily know which direction the DC Circuit will go, but if any indication that I've seen, I don't suspect the non domiciled CDL rule goes anywhere, even if it is paused during this hearing process. But that is what's in the news today. The DC Circuit puts a stay on the interim final rule for non domiciled CDL holders. Will that make insurance companies start insuring these folks? Maybe not. Will it make the states incentivized to renew and ultimately allow more non domiciled CDL holders? Time will tell. But here's the thing: the FMCSA is taking a very hard look at the safety of our roadways, not just the driver qualification, but the truck driving schools, as well as the other aspects of moving freight across this country, like the English language proficiency. I only hope that someday they care as much about tire tread depth as they do about non domiciled CDL and English language proficiency. But for the lawyers out there, we will continue to watch what happens at the DC Circuit, and I will keep you updated